Yes. Finally leveled the playing field. Never trust your sus. We define what's real. Shuffle shit, took losses. You know the deal. It was never an option. Let me submit. It was never an option. Skip a bit.
Which album do you want to cover first, man? Which album do you want to cover first?
Got up top. Let's go in order. Let's go in my order right there. EST Gee. Let's go.
All right. EST Gee, I never felt nothing. So I never felt none. That's how I spell. But out of Louisville, man, like I said, man, I've been talking about this guy since probably late 2020. Just kind of got wind of his music. And man, this is like Reese. A lot of people make the same type of music EST Gee makes, and I'll start right there. A lot of people talk that trap stuff. They talk that drug talking, but certain people give you that feel, Prez. Remember when we first heard Jeezy? Remember when we first heard I know I'm gonna get slandered, but when we first heard Ross, it's certain people, T.I., certain people we first heard, right? And they would go through their thing and do their thing, and you're like, oh, there's some believability to these guys. You know what I mean? Or they're speaking it from a real perspective. So that's exactly what I got with EST Gee. Like a lot of these drops this weekend, I wasn't really checking for. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, I didn't know that these guys had albums. I don't follow any of these artists. I know I like them. You know what I mean? So before I get too far into it, man, what did you think about the project on your first listen?
Yeah, 21 songs, 55 minutes, man. It was a great listen right off top. Good, type of album that I would carry to the gym with me and listen to and keep going on that little front. Nice trap hits and everything on here. But it was probably 4 or 5 songs that I took out of here that I think will truly like stand out. Other than that, really, really enjoyed the album on the way through. We'll go through the songs that I'll let you know. Are you done speaking on it? If not, I'll go ahead and speak on the songs that I would really like.
I'll just kind of get to the lows before I go to the highs. Just the lows is just a little bit too long for me in terms of what people were putting out today, but I understand the amount of time and amount of songs. These songs, like we know, they're doing 2 verses, and it ain't, they going immediately to ending it. These songs are no longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds at the most. So when you really kind of factor that in, the album is less than an hour with 22 tracks. So you kind of can't let the daunting number of 22 tracks kind of deter you from listening, because at the end of the day, it's not even over an hour. So I get it. In this microwave society, we want to just get in for 15, 25 minutes, be done with something. But when it's a guy that I actually like and they deliver, I think he delivered on he knocked it out the ballpark with about 85% on first listen to where I'm returning to it. So this is one of the albums I return to naturally. So that's how I judge an album on this replayability. So, just a little bit too long for me, but that's my attention span. So that's what I got.
Okay. Yeah. I could feel that. But still, like I said, listen to it on the first go around. I enjoyed it all the way through. Wasn't really nothing that I was just like, skip this.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice little solid play through all the way through. The songs I thought would stand out though was Shooting Myself featuring Future. I think that was like the second or third song on the album. You had Hell. I really like that one. Death Around the Corner featuring Machine Gun Kelly, which I don't know how many Machine Gun Kellys songs I listened to, but I could probably count them all on my hands. But hey, I really like this song.
For sure. What you think about the Jack Harlow feature?
The realest feature. I didn't like it.
No.
But you made me mention it when I ain't want to. I don't like Jack Harlow.
I know. I just gotta get the opinion. We gotta talk about features. We attack it from all angles. So I wasn't mad. Mad at it.
Jack Harlow. He's a certain type of vibe, and if you like him, you like him. But I don't feel like people say he talented, whatever. I think he kind of borrows a certain type of style and kind of sticks with it. Unless he learns how to, diversify a little bit more, he'll be gone in a couple of years. Or he won't, because who knows. But I think he will. And then you have the realest featuring Jeezy, so like what I'm trying to say is like, what originality do Jack Harlow bring? He's just a guy who can rap.
Yeah.
He don't bring nothing new to the table or anything. Like he's kind of borrowing the sound here and there. He's going for more of the pop sound, which is, you know, just, hey, give me a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I can make this song hot for a minute. But where's his skills within that? You know what I mean? He probably can do it. He probably can go on a freestyle and stuff, but that's not what's being presented to us on this front. So, he got to still show and prove with me on, man, you making me go off in the tangent about Jack Harlow. We talking about EST Gee'S. Stop, man. Go ahead.
I ain't make you go off on a tangent. You went there all by yourself. I said, what you think about the Jack Harlow feature? And then it led to that. I didn't say anything crazy. But yeah, man, I wasn't mad at the feature. I'm one of the you know, like I said, man, people know the type of music. If you don't know the type of music or the people I enjoyed coming up, it wasn't hard rapping guys like this about the stuff that EST Gee is talking about. I like the Maces of the world. I like, you know, the happy-go-lucky rappers and stuff like that, because for me, it was a balance between all of the freestyle shit, all of the shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit. Like sometimes I like an artist to just be an artist and do what they do. And I'm not opposed to pop music, you know what I mean? Because the people that aren't in the music as much as me, when I'm around my family, friends, and stuff like that, they enjoy this shit. You know, they enjoy First Classes of the world. So I think that the feature in particular that I'm talking about, I wasn't mad at it. I'm not running back to that feature on this particular project because there was so much more songs that I enjoyed a lot more. You mentioned some of them. I think the realest, the joint with Jeezy, the realest, the last song on the project, that sound like tailor-made for Jeezy. Like that sound like old Jeezy. So it gave me that type of vibe, some Gangsta Grill type of vibes, man. So they picked the perfect beat to really give Jeezy to do his thing on. I Can't Feel a Thing was the other one on there that I was rocking with as far as EST Gee goes. Get 'em Kiski is that shit, man. Yeah, that one was hard. And so those are ones that stand out to me. I mean, I could name about 4 or 5 more, but all I would say is go listen to this project, man. If you want some hard street shit that's unapologetic, he didn't chase. Right. I don't think he chased anything, you know what I mean, on this project. And he's just dropping consistently. And then every single time he drops, man, I enjoy that project. And that project is instantly on my gym playlist, my ride around playlist. It finds its way into a lot of different settings for me. So I enjoy EST Gee'S. I Ain't Felt None. So
never seeking approval, goal shifting. For the fam, I do the heavy lifting. Never hated, false promises. I don't say shit just to really say shit. All that bro shit ain't nothing to play with. Fake love when dudes really be shading. Don't LOL, them real feelings displaying. All my life